Things are definitely looking up for Indian art. Barely had the Indian Art Summit open was the ŠKODA Prize announced in the first year of its coming together. Initiated by ŠKODA Auto India and 70 EMG, the prize seeks to honor and recognize young artists engaging in contemporary art. A result of a search spanning 6 months, the ŠKODA Prize gradually sifted and searched looking for its first champion. The prize drew close to 160 applications, each of whom had been exhibited in solo shows across the country. Assisted by an eminent jury, Grant Thornton was the process validator for the ŠKODA Prize. The excitement was palpable as the award night progressed, and Martin Da Costa from 70 EMG took time off to talk to Kumardeep about the prize, the process and the inspiration.
About 2 or 3 years ago, ŠKODA came to us and said they wanted to explore the idea of doing something in art. So we came up with the idea of doing India's Turner, really to try and, for 3 reasons. One was to create artists who become heroes, so contemporary artists that become heroes not just in India but worldwide. The second reason also was to get all the work from the entire year's output of Indian exhibited artists. This is only open to artists who've had actually exhibitions in one place. So it would act almost as a record of what the most creative, freest thinking people in the country were doing in that one calendar year.
Was it a logistical challenge to organize an event like this, and that too for the first time in India?
What's complicated about it is doing it right. So for an art prize, for any prize in fact, that's about getting the right jury in place. It's about getting the right people in place who are competent to judge the art. Once we got that locked down, that jury in place, then the rest of it's very easy. The rest of it is pure marketing.
Tasneem Mehta, Rajshri Pati and Kavita Singh were part of the jury that whittled down the 160 applications to a long list of 20 and later to a short list of 3. Joining them in the final judging were Andrea Rose from the British Council and Marianne Burki from the Swiss Arts Council, Pro Helvetia.
We're able to see practices from different parts of the country on a national stage. The criteria was really, we were looking at an exhibition that happened in the last year, and we were able to assess it primarily therefore on what did the exhibitions look like, how did they address issues, were they visually powerful, what was the statement the artist was making, and then with the final 3, also the same effort went into it. And today, this afternoon, we were judging the winner, and we had 2 international jurors come in as well, and it was a very stimulating discussion that we had with the international jurors, who brought in a very different perspective on the prize. And so yes, and you will hear.
We were told to judge a single solo show. And I think the wisdom in setting that as the basis for somebody to make an entry to be considered is that it generally takes an artist 3 to 4 years to put together enough work for a solo show. And therefore, next year, whoever judges the ŠKODA Prize will be looking at a different range of artists, because it's hardly likely that the same 169 who were able to produce a solo show in the last year can produce it again next year. And so that will keep a bit of the freshness and the interest and the circulation going in the whole process of looking at who gets awarded.
I congratulate the organizers for having, put us through this entire experience. It's been absolutely fantastic. And I, as a collector and as a person who's building a museum in Coimbatore, I'm so delighted to have serendipitously tumbled on to this amazing wealth of young artists that have come up because of the ŠKODA.
I think that Indian art needs indigenous benchmarks of quality, and I think that the ŠKODA Prize, if it continues in this mode, will in the future be one of those, recognized as one of those benchmarks of quality, that people will look back and say, all right, these were the 20 most exciting shows of the year, or this was the artist shortlist that produced the most exciting solos of the year. So it creates that kind of benchmark, I hope.
If cars are a statement of art on wheels, then ŠKODA Auto must subscribe to the view. Long known for the beauty and elegance of their cars, ŠKODA India has gone where no car has gone before and bagged the prestigious Art Award. What prompted ŠKODA to take the step? Thomas Quayle from ŠKODA Auto India spoke to Kumardeep minutes before the ceremony to share their vision.
As an auto company, you would rather be seen on the racing circles than in the art circles. What is the brand connect?
I would say it's a very simple answer. It's passion. Because passion is what's changed the world. When you're passionate about what you're doing, then actually things are possible. And passion about when you see our development, simply clever and a very appealing contemporary design in our cars. You can see how much heart of the designers is inside this. And art actually is also something what is very important for the society. When you see, I personally believe that art is inspiring, is giving an impulse into the society because it is something new, sometimes it's a mirror of what is happening and so on and so forth. So there is actually quite a link after seeing the response because it was a small idea. And we got 169 artists, young talents, bring it in, fantastic artwork. It's a phenomenal response. And I'm overwhelmed because I was never thinking that it's getting so big. It was a small idea, and now it's already big, and we are looking really forward to the next years, to the upcoming years.
Do you think more corporates should come forward in order to encourage such bodies of work?
Yes, who else will invest? We know that all the budgets are always very tight. We need investment in infrastructure. I think it's politics, it's the global players that we all give something to society back.
Coming up after the break, we speak to the 3 finalists who have made it to the first ŠKODA Prize.
I'm sure I'm going to win this award, by the way. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the money, but I'm sure I'm going to get it.